of ARACL RAS. So US operations currently, I am heading US operation directly. We hired 2 resources for a pilot in US. Then we hired EY and Solomon and Company for agreements and tax consultation for US transaction. We also hired investment banker for our next fundraise in ARACL RAS. So from here on, we will start discussing about the financial of ARACL. Then we will talk about ARACL traction, then RAS traction, and then Masterg. So I would ask Murthy to speak about revenues or ARACL.
Yeah, hi, good morning, everyone. On revenue front, last financial March 22, we closed. Last year in FY 21-22, we closed with 81 CR, in which the segregation means the vertical wise segregation is automation is 67% and car parking 30%, and others in which we had some RAS within there, which is 2%. And in this year, so far in the first half, we closed at 18 crore, in which share of automation is 62% and car parking is 38%. Q3 we will be closing this December, we will be closing at 44, and as already told, we will be closing this year around 120. This slide speaks about the P&L, which we have already uploaded on the stock exchange also. This year, last year we closed at 81 crore. With the EBITDA margin of 7.5% and PAT of 2.9%, which is 2.36 crore. And this first half we closed at 18 crore with the revenue, and the EBITDA and PAT margins are on the negative sides. And net worth is at 40 crores by the first half of 22-23. These slides I would like to speak our CEO.
Hi, this is Nipun Shah. As far as business is concerned, we will be growing at a rate of 50% more than the last year. So there will be a revenue growth of 50% this year. That's how we will be closing at 120 CR. And we are well placed as far as orders are concerned. We are currently holding orders worth of 138 crores for the execution in this year. And we are getting up the activities to conclude business worth of 120 crores for this year. 22-23. We are also focusing in improving the share of high technology product in our car parking division. I'm expecting that this year the market share of car parking and automation will be the same 50-50%. As far as customers are concerned, we are fortunate to enjoy the confidence of our large auto manufacturers in India and who nominate us for their automation lines. And we are focusing on getting orders from prominent players in EV manufacturers to keep in touch with the growing market.
Next. These are some effective points. How does the FY23 look like? The revenue for the year FY22-23 is pegged at 120 crores, which is 50% growth year on year. And the same growth story will continue for FY23-24 also. When we speak about the margin forecast on vertical wise, it was expected for automation division in the range of 35%, and in car parking we have to improve as the product mix is being changed towards high technology products.
So about the RAS, I would ask Robin to take up this slide.
Hi friends, and once again thank you for staying invested and trusting us. So we started this. The story so far is like we have announced this earlier also. 1 million was raised as a seed fund to start off the activity, start the experience zone. With this money, what we have developed is solutions for dark store, B2B and B2C, primarily which capture solutions for both the markets, India and US. The live display is there in the experience zone for customers to come and see and validate, the solution. Whatever solution we are proposing in the larger scale, they can get this validated on a smaller scale here, 1 hour output or something. Yeah. So this builds confidence about the output of the product. In terms of IP, we have 2 patents applied for products and solutions, and we are in the process of applying for 4 more. Yeah. So, and this will continue. Yeah, this will continue to the involvement that we have in our products and solutions. The software has been developed completely, and the testing is going on now. In fact, the testing is also over, and we are on the verge of doing some pilots now in the US. So, software is complete. We have developed QR code based navigation for our robots, apart from the natural navigation we already had. And we have established our own subsidiary in US, 100% subsidiary of the RACL, and we have established there. Yeah. The way forward, it is like we are preparing for multiple pilots in US as well as participating in ProMat. ProMat is an exhibition which is one of the marketing exhibitions backed upon by many people. So ProMat we are participating, and we are preparing for multiple pilots in US. Yeah, one of which is currently signed off. More to come. Business development activities have started in US, and we have showcased our products and solutions to more than three big customers there, of which one is undergoing a pilot now. And we are showcasing our products and solutions to the Indian warehousing companies also, big Indian warehousing companies, including the e-pharma companies and the dark store companies, as also the TPL, the big TPLs in this field. Yeah. So things are going on. There is attraction. There is a lot of interest. Yeah. So that is how it looks like for RACL cars. In terms of revenue, so currently we are doing a conditional pilot in US. Upon meeting success parameter, they will sign up for some money, which we can come back to you later on. We are expecting to start revenue generation by in the year 2023-24. Yeah, and subsequently after that also. We are looking at, and this is our projections as of now. We are looking at around 70 million USD between 2023 to 2025, 3 calendar years. We are looking at 70 or more than 70, upwards of 70. Yeah, 70 million in both the subsidiary and the Indian RACL RAS put together. Yeah. Margins are good. This being a high-tech product, the margins will be upwards of 40%, which has been planned that way. And depending upon how much value we are able to add to the client, we can keep working on this to make this better.
About the Mastergy, I would ask Dilraj to take up these slides.
Hi, good morning everyone. Thank you for joining us today. So as you can see that we've already done a soft launch of our product primarily for class 9 and class 10. As of now, it is only in the Android version for CBSE, and class 8 also we will be live by 15th of January 2023. Recently, we've also added some key features in the product, which is basically enhancing the overall efficiency of the product, and it is also going to be attractive for the schools. Currently, we are in the discussion with approximately 15 different tuition centers, which will kind of give us a presence. I can say that for approximately 200 plus students for our pilot batch, and also we are very close to launch our iOS version. Definitely by Jan 2023, we will have it launched as well. So going forward in the coming 3 to 4 months, the focus is of course that we will now look on to onboard at least 2,700 plus students. Right now we are focusing in the city Pune, where we have more presence of the CBSE schools. So we're looking at 10 to 15 schools. We're already in discussion, and hopefully these numbers we would be able to show you in our next presentation, of course. And currently, we are also targeting to partner with a performance marketing agency, which will help us creating brand awareness, which we will start with our Google ads, and all sort of digital presence will be there, and very soon you will be able to see us in the market. At the same time, we did some of the participation in the earlier couple of months back. We did participated in few of the education conclaves. in different cities where, we kind of interacted with a lot of principals across India. And so it was great for our brand awareness, and we will continue doing that. So that is as of now, and thank you so much once again.
Yeah, that's it from our end. Now we will start the question and answers.
So that's all. Let us start with question answer. Stop sharing, Karush. So this call will be recorded and it will be placed in our website. So it is always there, right? So you can see all our old investor call recording on our websites. So that's the only question. Question three.
Yes, you can ask the questions on the chat box to us.
Yeah, so anybody having question, you can write down the question on the chat box, and we can take up those questions, right? So Pawan, Ram, and
Yes, you can start.
you can start writing questions on the chat board, chat, and we will answer.
Yeah.
So please upload the presentation to BSC also. Yes, definitely we will upload this to BSC. हम BSC upload करते हैं हमारे website
We will upload.
So it will be uploaded on our website and BSC both. It will be uploaded.
So I will take up this question. In our last call,
Yes,
so it is Kushal question. Multiple questions.
Yeah. I will ask the questions and we will get the answers. In our last call, we said we are in talk with three big e-commerce for setting up warehouse, 100 warehouse each. Any update on that?
yeah. So yes, we are still in discussion with them, and they wanted a live demo of what solution we are offering them. So after the last call, we have set up this live demo, and then the Diwali peak started. So there was a little pause from their end because of the peak. And as on date, we are still in discussion with them.
The next question is,
We are also doing pilot in the US. It is expected to be around January. Yeah, so after the pilot, then this discussion will continue. I mean, there will be a closure to this discussion.
the next question is when
The next question is from Ram.
Yeah. When will be migrating to BSC main platform?
So Ram, we definitely have planned to migrate to main board very soon. We expect. See, in the earlier calls also I said, right, unless we add a sizable value to our top line, there is no point in migrating to the main board. But yes, the answer is very soon, probably in a year or so, or maximum, maximum 2 years, we should be in the main board. But we are going to migrate very soon, right? So it is in the plan. We always keep on discussing when is the right time, and probably it is very soon we'll be migrating.
The next question is Mr. Pawan Gupta, from Mr. Pawan Gupta. Why there was a big loss in this quarter? Is it one time, or when do you expect to return to profitability?
Okay. So who is taking you?
We will return to the profitability by this March itself. In fact, we are on the profitability by this quarter itself. As we are closing this quarter at 44 crores, we are on the profitability side only from now on. So December will be.
So Pawan, what happens is this is a project company, right? So there are projects which are of a bigger cycle. Probably the delivery has not been made, or the dispatches are not being made, so bill is not being made. But the salaries keep on going, right? The work is going on. But in the balance sheet, it is seen as a loss. There is actually no loss. So in the balance sheet also, if you see this quarter, we are profitable because once we dispatch that, those bill comes in the account and things become profitable.
The next question is from Mr. Ankur. Last time you had updated that you are targeting 3,000 crores of revenue in RACL RAS. When we will reach that?
So yes, this is still our plan, and like we have made a 4-year plan, and this 3 to 4 years combined US and India, we see this numbers coming up. In fact, more. We see kind of a better valuation, and for that valuation, we see a number upwards of 3,000 crore in the next coming 2 to 3 years.
The next question is from Mr. Pawan Kumar. How much fund are you planning to raise for RACL RAS in next 3 years? Yearly breakup will be helpful.
So in the first year, we have appointed investment banker, and for us to continue with our US operations, or for us to start our US operations and do the first, second, third year this thing. In the first year, we will raise around 8 million USD, and in the coming years, we will raise
8 to 10 million probably.
Yeah, 8 to 10 million USD, and in the coming years, it will be based on our business plan. As of now, it looks like 15 million in the second year and around 30 million in the third year to get to the number that we spoke about earlier.
Okay, but second and third year might just change. This is A.
Yeah.
Fourth year, it is pretty much fixed that we are going to raise 8 to 10 million by March or April. That is what is the plan.
Next question is from Mr. Rahul Kothari. Name of appointed investment banker. What is the size of the fundraising?
So the investment banker has been appointed, and the name of the investment banker is Mirai Assets. It is a Singapore-based company, and they have raised funds for big players like Swiggy, among the others. So we are confident that they will do a decent job. The size of fundraise, as mentioned earlier, is around 8 to 10 million for this year.
The next question is from Mr. Nikhil. Could you explain what gives you the confidence to achieve 70 million USD in US?
So the product that we have and the solution that we have in comparison to the companies that are operating in US, we are very competitive. Yeah. In the sense that when you compare it, when the customers compare it to the other similar competitors, they find better value, in fact 2x value than what the competitors are giving.
How do you say 70 million?
Correct. So, and in the US, the market size is big, with each company owning around 50 to 100 warehouses, and each ticket size of a warehouse is around $2 million. Yeah. So when we talk
Nikhil,
about,
I would like to answer about this question about how we came to 70 million USD. That is what is your question, right? How we achieved that figure. So definitely there is some logic behind that, probably which we can't tell you at the moment. But then this figure is very much achievable. That is what is our confidence, and we will definitely inform from time to time about this figure. That's what, right?
Yeah. The next question is from Mr. Rahul. How do you plan to achieve the target of 120 crore, given that till now we have done only 50 crores of revenue?
Rahul, this is Mukund Shah. Now, this has been patterned in our industry. We are a project industry, and usually the activity of dispatches starts only on third and fourth quarter. So we are pretty confident that whatever projections we have made this year of 120 crore, that will be achieved by end of March.
The next question is from Mr. Ravi Shah. Could you please update on the fundraise activities for RACL? How much are you looking to raise, and by when, and about valuation? Yeah.
So, Ravi, there is no fundraise in ARACL. Do you mean ARACL RAS?
We answer that.
Yeah. So if it is ARACL RAS, we have already.
That's correct.
Right? Yeah. So ARACL RAS, we are going to raise around 10 million.
No, I think this has already been answered. Just maybe what valuation are you guys looking at?
What valuation? I would say very good valuation, right? But then the last seed round raised at 6 million and there is a family good idea. So yes, so last seed round we had raised at 6 million. Definitely it was 1 year back, right? So it is much more better. And once we raise that valuation, we cannot disclose at this moment, right? So once we do that, and we will inform the board.
And what is the timing to close this, Milind?
So both. So we might have fundraise for 10 million or 8 to 10. So one will be immediate, probably by 15th of Jan. A very closed bridge round, and then the next round will be in March. So by March or April maximum, we will raise both the round, the bridge and as well as the main round.
Got it. Thanks.
Yeah. The next question is, what is the estimate you have for the next year revenue based on your discussions so far with different customers?
Are you talking about ARAPL or ARPL RAS?
It is in ARAPL.
ARAPL, we are talking about 200 CR.
Yeah. So Pawan, the estimated revenue next year for ARAPL is 200 CR.
Yeah, I'm talking about everything, including everything, all the verticals.
Yeah. So ARAPL is 200 CR. RAS, we have already said, right? Next 2 years, it will be 70 million put together. So the project might, some project might come in next year, some might be in 24, but both put together, it will be 70 million in RAS.
Okay, thank you, Milind.
Next question is from Mr. Kunal. What is the business model of ARAPL RAS? Why we are launching in USA and why not in India? Where we already have customers specialized in auto segments.
Okay. So ARAPL RAS, the products and solution has primarily been built upon or built around segments for e-commerce, TPL, and the retail segment. Yeah. So currently we are not focusing on because those are the big growth that we expect in the next 7 to 8 years. These are the areas where the growth is expected to be around 68% growth over the next 4 years. So one is we are focused there and we have built solutions around that. What is the second question? Why are we launching in US? Okay, so we are launching in India and in US. Both markets are running concurrently. We found that we should not be delaying the US market because the ticket sizes there are more and the value that we can give them currently versus the competition that is currently operating in the US market is much high. And there we are kind of, when we go into a US market, this is more of a me too strategy wherein they have options and we are giving them better value for a similar option. In India, there is no me too strategy. In India, it's a mobile product where automation is concerned and because it is not tried and tested and implemented by any other players, so there is a little pause or little space or a little more time, in decision making that is required in India. So we are addressing both the markets and it is not at the cost of each other. We have separate resources there in India, US, and we have the whole experience zone and a separate resource here in India. To a little ahead of time maybe because there is no other operator, but we are definitely addressing the Indian market also.
Yeah. Next question is from Mr. Divan. First question from him is USD 1 million was raised at what valuation of the company?
Yeah, so the first question, USD 1 million was raised at 6 million valuation.
Yeah.
6 million valuation.
The second question is, what valuation are we looking to raise further stake and how much dilution of the stake would happen?
So this is already answered and currently we cannot disclose at what valuation we are raising. It is a, so we are looking at a good valuation and diluting minimal stakes, what is required, for this 8 million to come in.
And third question is, what margins will we end FY23 with for consolidated company?
There is no contribution from RAS for revenue. So this is consolidated. 7.5%.
Margins would be
64 crore, 8 million, 60 crores. Pura equity.
Yeah, so FY23 consolidated margins
Non-equity
will not change much. The much change we can see in consolidated margins from FY24. That is what I guess, right?
Sorry to interrupt.
There's some disturbance over
Sorry to
there. I
interrupt.
couldn't
Rahul.
hear anything.
Yeah, Rahul, can you please put yourself on mute? I think Rahul Kothari, you need to go on mute, please. Thank you.
There is
Mute all. Where are the questions?
So Digant, please could you repeat the answer? I couldn't hear anything.
Yeah. Yeah, so what margins will end FY23 with consolidated company? So FY23 will not see much change in consolidated margin. FY24 will see a substantial change in consolidated margins. So that is what is expected.
So standalone, how much are we expecting?
So standalone, we have said FY23. RAS will have 40% gross, right?
There will be no contribution.
RAS standalone, the gross margin of RAS is 40%. Yeah. So standalone RAS gross margin is 40%. That is what we have said.
Not RAS, sir. For just the main company, the Indian company.
So that is 25%.
As I'm okay, because I don't think there is any revenue coming up from RAS, right? In FY23.
Yeah.
So the margins that you were talking
Not
about,
much.
what were they? Okay, sure. Thank you, sir.
The next question is from Mr. Rahul. What is expected RAS revenue in FY23?
So, like I said, we are just starting off, and between 23 to 25, we are expecting around 70 million. A little bit of spillover can happen here and there. So 23 we will not be able to predict as such very accurately, because while we are very confident that we will start getting orders of money realization, the revenue, there could be a slight spillover between FY23 and 2024.
The next question is from Mr. Ram. What profit margin we can expect in years to 23?
For entire year 23, we can expect EBITDA margins of 10%.
Next question is from Mr. Pawan Gupta. You have done only 18 crores. How can be sure you shall do 120 crores by March end?
This already answered.
We have answered this.
The next is, could you please update us on 120 crores sales forecast you had given for the current financial year? Are we on track to meet those objectives?
Yes, as I confirmed that we are currently holding 138 crore worth of orders.
No, so sorry, my question is, I do understand that you're holding the orders, but are we on track to close out and actually achieve that and book those revenues in the books by March?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes,
Thank you.
we are on track and we will achieve 120.
Okay, perfect. Thanks, Milind.
And the next question is from Mr. Rahul Kothari. What is expected valuation or percentage stake valuation that we are looking for?
So Rahul, the valuation we cannot disclose now. Very soon we will disclose. So the first round we will be completing by mid-Jan, and the next round we will be completing by March end or April. That is what is the plan. So very soon we will disclose that valuation.
Stake dilution.
And stake dilution, stake dilution also we will tell at that time
On the valuation.
on the valuation.
Next is wishes from Mr. Ram. Thanks.
Ram, thanks a lot for your wishes. And Happy New Year and prosperous New Year for you also, and to all my investors and all well-wishers. So next question is by Rahul, and don't scroll down till we complete the answer. Okay, read it.
By what time are we expected to complete first round of fundraise? It's answer.
So the first round of fundraise for RACL RAS is by March, mid of Jan, and second is by March end or April.
Then the second question is 70 million USD revenue from RAS or whole RACL group?
So 70 million USD revenue is from RACL RAS
For
23-24 both put together.
23-25. 22 years, 25, 40 years.
23-24.
The next question is from Mr. Rajesh Kumar. Can we look forward to quarterly results notifications to BSE even prior migrating to BSE main board? I think it is allowed by exchanges. This will be a great initiative to implement.
So Rajesh, definitely we will think about this and we will try to do this quarterly result.
And the next question is from Mr. Kumar. Master's unrelated business as compared to other verticals which RACL is into. Why are we getting into this? Please share the roadmap for this segment in terms of investments and revenue target for next 3-4 years.
Okay, Kunal, this question every time everyone asks me, and definitely this is not related, but the logic we have used to make the educational robo is very much similar to what robos we make, right? So there is not much of investment. We are running very frugal, and we will come back and show you the revenue target and for next 3 to 4 years, and also investment. We understand that we don't have to burn too much in this, and we are running very frugal in this. So the total investment per year is around 30 lakhs now. It is 3 to 4 lakhs per year per month. 3 to 4 lakhs per month. Now on. So we are keeping it very frugal, and so we will come and show you the revenue target for next 3 to 4 years, Kunal. We will definitely message you. You can message, or we will put that on the exchange also, or our website. We will put that.
This product has a good scalability.
Yeah, this product has good scalability. This is the first of its kind bot. So we think it has a lot of potential.
Next question is from Mr. Rahul. What is the fund size of the bridge round and then subsequent round by March?
So the bridge round will be typically 1.5 to 2 million, and the March round will be 8 million.
Next question is from Mr. Ankur. How much dilution will be there due to fundraising RACL RAS, and total how much fundraise you expect? Answer.
So we have said, right, 8 to 10 million we expect, and dilution and the valuation we will very soon let you know.
Next question is, who will be your major competitors in next 3 years? Are they in India or in US?
So this is for us. Yeah, obviously for us. Okay. So as far as RACL RAS is concerned in India, we don't find any major competition as such, because this is just getting started. In the US, there are established players like High Robotics and Geek Robotics and Gray Orange, Six River System. So these are the major competition there. However, like I said, we add much more value to what these competitors give. So as of now, and under our business plan, we have considered this, and it looks like a safe going now.
Next question is.
Robin, sorry, just to interject on this, would Adverb not be a competitor that you would see in India?
Yes, yes, it is. It is. But Adverb is primarily more focused on India because of its.
Not India, Adverb is doing a lot of abroad jobs also, but then it is doing much more work of Reliance than in the open market.
Okay.
So Reliance and its own captive, there is a huge market what Adverb is doing. So the market itself is very huge, and the kind of product we are launching, we are deliberately trying, not to infringe in already stronghold. So we are, slightly adding some value and launching products. So our products are slightly different than Grey Orange or Adverb or Six River. So there are very few players what we are doing. And one of the products which we are launching next there's no one like us in that segment. So that is a completely new product we are launching in RAS.
Got it. Thanks.
Next question is MasterG.ai fundraising plans.
So once we have some adoption in this year, probably post that we will plan for fundraising. We don't have immediate fundraising plan for MasterG.
Next question is, what is ARAPL's holding in RAS?
As of now, ARAPL is
Holding. ARAPL's holding as of now is 85%.
In RAS, ARAPL holding is 85%.
And next question is, what's long-term potential of MasterG? We answered now already.
So MasterG long-term potential, it has a lot of long-term potential, and we have a target of acquiring 5,000 students this year, complete year, right? Complete year we have 5,000 students, right? So once we achieve 5,000 students on board, then we will start scaling up faster.
The next question is, any debt plan for RAS business or it's all equity funded?
So this 2 billion bridge round will be partly equity, partly debt.
And next question is, who are you guys seeing as your largest competitor in US and India for RAS? This we answered.
Yeah, this we have covered.
And the next question is, what is the traction from the EV market and what kind of services do we provide?
So the services are no different because EV market we are present mainly and body in white, that kind of automation. So for us, even if it is for EV application, the automation projects are similar.
So we are providing welding fixture automation to EV manufacturers. That is what we mean.
Next question is, margin means EBITDA margin or gross margin? Gross margin, it's gross margin only. Any major hiring planned for ARAPL RAS as we are planning to grow very fast?
So, like we said in the keynote, we have already hired a couple of resources there, and we have also identified as to from where to hire when the mass rollout starts in. Yeah. So there are already 2 resources now for actively working in the business development and pilot execution. Milind was in US most of last quarter between November and December. Plans to go back again and front end this business development activity. And also we have, like I said, we have identified the areas where, when we need it at a 2-month or a 3-month notice, where will we get those resources from? Those are also identified, basically the robotic engineers and the key tech people. Yeah, the others are already there.
So for 2023, we have identified people, we have approached them, we have finalized the terms of engagement, and we have already told them from which month they have to start engaging. So, and once we are through with our fundraisers, we will start engaging with people.
The next question is, if you have only 138 crore in hand and 120 crore is delivered by March 23, then how do you expect to grow in 23-24?
We have mainly two verticals for our revenue growth. One is car parking and other one is building automation. Each one contributing 50% of total revenue. These are repetitive orders. We are already discussing with the large projects in Bombay with the builders for car parking area. And as we have a good reputation with the large companies, automotive manufacturers, they keep nominating for every automation coming up in their tier 1 suppliers. So we are confident of getting the repeat orders in the coming year.
The next question is, how do we look at EBITDA margins for RAS in FY25?
So EBITDA margin for the first 2 years looks like around 20%. For FY25, it is higher than 25%. So for over a 3-year period, we plan to take it from like 20% to like around 28% in FY25.
Then the next question is, fundraise will be equity or loan? If equity, what is fair value of RAS share? If a loan, then at what rate of interest?
So loan, definitely it is from bank. So whatever is, the SBI rate. So SBI has agreed to for the loan. So whatever is the rate, right, the normal rate, it is 9%. Yeah, so it is going to be a competitive rate, right? And regarding fundraise will be equity or loan. So it is both and equity. What is the fair value of RAS share? So we can't disclose at the moment, but we have hired very good investment bankers, top 10 investment, they are into top 10. So they are guiding us and they are doing this.
The next question is, after FY23, after 23, you will be left with just 18 crores worth of order book. What your plans for expecting the 200 crores in FY24? As this was answered already. The next question is, when are we planning to use the capital work in progress, as it's been in the balance sheet for a long time and not contributing to revenues? What is this? Or any plan?
Okay. So we are planning to use the capital in progress, as it's been there in the balance sheet for a long time and not contributing to revenues.
And the capital work in progress, which is in the balance sheet, it's primarily for the 3 officers or something like that. So it's getting to be completed in a year or so. But post that, we will utilize that. Then the next question is, what total market size in US?
So the warehouse automation segment, US alone has around 30% market share. Yeah. Of the total, so the warehouse is expected to be around 41 billion market by the end of 2025, of which 30% is US. So if we do a quick back of the envelope calculation, it is around 12 billion market size in the US.
And the next question is, are you planning for entry into new business segments in robotics in near future?
No, we are not planning for any new business vertical.
Next question is, what is total opportunity or market size in crores for both RACL and RACL RAS?
So RAS, as we said, the total
The global market
is 41 billion. 41 billion USD. And for ARAPL, again, the India market must be around 1,000 crores in next year, out of which 1,000 crores is for building automation and another 2,000 crores for car parking. So total 3,000 crores must be the market size. So out of which we are targeting around 200 crores.
Next question, do you have a plan to have robots for hospitals?
So okay, this is a very interesting thing. So, Pawan, do you have plan to have robos for hospital? So, okay, so the same robo, the same AGV which we have developed can go in hospital and can go in restaurants also. So, the question is whether we are going into those segments as of now. The answer is probably no, not for next 1 year for sure. We are not going. I don't know about FY24. If we get very good traction in US, we have funds, without diluting much. If we can do this, we will think about this, but not till definitely not for next 1.5 years for sure.
The next question is why 2 rounds of fundraise in such short span of 2 months? How confident are you about successful fundraise investor response you are getting?
So we are getting a good response, and the first round, the bridge round, is because we want to have a runway for next 7 to 8 months, and that is what we are creating. And then there are some basic things which we are going to do in next year, which we want to do. One is for Promad, second is for the pilot, which we are already starting next month. So all those things will require funds and some basic marketing activities. So that runway we are creating through a shorter fundraise. And then we have enough time for us to negotiate a better rate for the larger fundraise, which we are going to use for faster scale up in US and wider business development activities.
Yeah, the next question is the launch of new product in RAS. When is that expected to happen?
So the launch of the new product is around September. Is what we will start testing that product.
Yeah. The next question is what sort of products are you developing in future? Can you enlighten us on that?
So that is similar to is for warehouse automation. That is what we can tell you now. We can't tell you much about those products because those are ahead of time, right? So we have started selling that. We have started telling our customers in the US about those products, and they are very excited about that. So that is a warehouse automation product only, similar to the product what we have already made.
Next help with denser inventory storage.
Yeah. The next question: can a shareholder visit the plant of our company?
Most welcome.
Yeah, definitely you can come and visit Ram, both the plant and our company. You can definitely visit.
The next question is strategic investor induction planned in RACL RAS or on the investor or financial companies like private equity investors.
No, any strategic investor induction planned in RACL RAS. Yes, definitely there are always planned to have strategic investors, right? But then there is plan, of course, always there is a plan. So all the investor are the financial companies like private equity investor. So see, there is always there is a plan to have a strategic investor and a good equity investor. So both are the plan, and both are going to I think we are going to try for both.
Yeah. The next question is there a market for leasing the car? Are we exploring such opportunities?
As of now, no.
As of now, there is no leasing model for in RACL. There is nothing we are trying there.
Next question: if marketing business is very small, why we are diluting focus on that?
There is no dilution of focus. There is a independent individuals focusing on these respective areas of our operations.
So there are separate people who look after Master G. So there is no dilution of focus for sure.
The next question, where do we see robotics industry regarding next 10 years?
So, robotic industry in next 10 years, yeah.
See, there is a lot of interest in automation. As people start looking at higher productivity, you need automation. As people look for de-skilling their operations, you need automation. So the automation is going to be there forever. And I think the robots will be flooded in every area of our work.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you the trends. The last year, if you see, China bought around 80,000 robots. 80,000 or 80,000. Yeah, 8 lakh. So I'll come back to that. So
8 lakh.
8 lakh. It was too small. 80,000 is too small. We have bought 1,500 welding robots, and they have bought 80,000 welding robots, or 8 lakh welding robots. So the 80,000, I think, welding robots. Only the welding robots. So there's a huge, and India has bought some. I think last year some 3,000 or 4,000 welding robots. So there is a huge headroom there for welding robots, as well as warehousing. We have already said that mobile robots will have a huge market in next 5 to 6 years in warehouse also.
Yeah. The next question: have we patented any products? Or are we planning to?
Yes, for RACL RAS, we have applied for patents for 2 products and solutions combined, and we are planning to apply for 4 more, as was mentioned in my slide there.
The next question is: will orders for RACL RAS mainly be serviced by RACL, like manufacturing of AGVs?
Yes. So RACL RAS doesn't have any manufacturing capabilities, right? As we said. So the manufacturing capability is in RACL. So RACL is one of the national partners. Of course, RACL RAS and RACL investors and everybody is different, right? So RACL, till the time RACL is competitive than like any other players, RACL will be a natural partner for RACL RAS, right?
The next question: can you share some cost economics for your car parking solution? Let's say for a 50 square meter or 100 square meter plot, what is the capex and opex?
It mainly goes by the kind of car parking solution we can accommodate in the given area. There are various models like tower, chairs, puzzle, and based on the type of car parking solution suitable for your site, this can be worked out. But usually the cost is per car is worked out per car. So it's ranging from 2 lakh to 4 lakh per car.
So the next question is from Virendra. Is Vijay Kedia sir participating in upcoming fundraising? So in all our last fundraise, sir was there, and we expect him to be there, right? So we can't be speculative. We don't know, right? Whether if we are doing good, give us
The next question from Mr. Karthik: what are the revenue and EBITDA guidance for FY23 and FY24? How much will RACL RAS contribute towards both?
As far as the RACL RAS is concerned, FY23, no contribution. Contribution is expected from the FY24 onwards.
So we are saying that RACL RAS revenue of around 70 million is between 2023 and 25, and so because we are just getting started off, there could be a spillover this year or next year, yeah, between this year and next year, in the 3 years that it is there. And For ARAPL, the projections has already been said, 180, 120 crore this year and 200 crore next year.
The next question is, what is the relation between the RACL Intelligent Equipment Brazil company and the RACL India?
So ARAPL Intelligent Brazil, we have appointed a dealer, but it is an independent dealer. So practically there is no relation. So we had appointed a dealer, and it's an independent dealer.
And then the next question, any major reason why Mr. Vijay Kedia trimmed his stake from 15% to 12%?
See this, so Wikipedia will tell, right? How can we say?
This is not worth asking a question.
Yeah.
This is not
The
worth
next
question.
The next question, it is easy to say total market size of $41 billion, but it is very difficult to achieve the leadership position when you are based in India. See the example of pharma, how do plan to overcome with a very small investment?
So two things here, market size is yes, 41 billion, and we don't plan to achieve a leadership position very soon. We have eyes on around 400 billion as per our projections, based on the projection that we have over a couple of years from now. Having said that, we are definitely planning to have our setup in US. We already have one. We have established a company in US. We have hired resources there. So it will not be that we will be operating from India. We will be operating from US also.
The next question, as Milind sir explained, there is a market of 3,000 crore in India. Why is our company targeting for only 200 crore market, being the only company in this industry?
So car parking, when we said there is a lot of government orders which we don't go very aggressive because of their payment cycles and all. Otherwise, if you see private sector, welding might be around 1,000 crores and car parking might be another 1,000 crores or 2,000 crores if you remove the government car parking. So we are targeting 10% and next year from that, and we will grow continuously. We will try to grow in that. There are a lot of foreign players also in market, so we have to really reach that quality level or that service level to have more revenue, which we are doing, right? We have appointed professional people to achieve that, to achieve quality level and service level.
This growth is 50% year on year for this year as well as for next year.
The next question, what is the edge that RACL has that makes them different from other similar companies?
Okay, so
see, the best part of the hardcore RACL business of automation is driven by Milind sir, and Milind sir has hands-on experience working with the Italian company Como, whereas he has learned this business, and he is the heart of this organization, guiding the technology development and the products.
So we have integrated material handling, strength right from the beginning. So if you see any building automation company having, integrated material handling strength is a very rare combination, which we have right from beginning. And that material handling expertise gave birth to car parking vertical, that gave birth to, lot of other verticals like, RACL RAS itself. So this is one of the strengths which we have, which is different from building automation, robotic automation company. That's what I feel. Right?
Next question, how soon or when can we expect first commercial order for gas?
So I think this has been answered, and so we are doing, like I said, we are doing pilot, and those are all conditional pilots. Yeah. meaning upon meeting such parameters, there is definitely something coming in. Yeah. But because this being, the first entry into US and also into India, and considering the novelties in India, like I said, over 3 years, we are confident of doing the numbers that we have projected, but there could be some spillover here between 23, 24 and 25.
Yeah, the next question, who is holding the remaining 15% stake in RAS?
ROC number.
Yeah, as we already find it's held by.
So this is the public domain information, right? 15% stakes. So you can tell, right?
Yeah, it's held by Irasari. You can see there also. Next question, CEO.
It's held by Mr. Vijay Kedia.
Next question, CEO of Ingemet, a Spain company, recently visited our plant. What are the implications?
So this was an exploratory visit to find out whether what can be done on the strengths existing at both part of the world. We are in India for quite some time, and we are also similarly present in Brazil, Spain, in a similar activity. But as we found out that their main interest was to source some components from India for their business, where I don't think we were much interested.
Yeah, the next question, where will you see RACL in 5 years from now in terms of revenue and PAT?
RACL?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have told this multiple times in different interviews, right? So ARAPL is going to grow at year on year 50% next year also. So that momentum we will try and maintain, and overall the numbers 5 years we can share the PPT and all. It's there with us. But we are going to maintain year on year growth of 50% at least for next year, and then probably the firm numbers we can tell you probably sometime.
The next question, are we accounting for the material cost escalation because of inflation to protect our margins in existing and future orders?
Each order is separately quoted, taking into account the current market price of its inputs.
Yeah, and the next question is, RACL targeting to become a debt-free company in future?
Yes, definitely. That is the target, right? So we will be debt free in next 2 years. We will be debt free company.
Well, next question, what is the projection for 2030 for car parking and other product services? Yes, it's 2030 is too far.
Yeah, so we have next 5-year projection which we can share with you. But then till 2030 we have not made any plan. So we have next 5 years plan.
The next question, do RACL RAS is planning for US listing like
Yes.
Orange?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah, so that's it from the questions. We have completed the questions. If anybody has any further questions, I think we can.
Just a million.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is one small thing. I was going through the Robos videos on ARAPL RAS website, and those videos were playing really slow. Those are very slow actually. So just ask someone to take care of that. So if somebody go and visit, then they can watch it, seamlessly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you, and best of luck for the future plans and everything. And thank you for having these conference calls. This gives a lot of insight.
This is Pawan Gupta here. I have just one question. Thank you for very elaborate clarifications. But really, if the market size is so big, there must be already very big players in US and Europe, and with very well established facilities, high degree of automation, robotics, software, And when you enter with a $10-20 million entry, is it not a very tough, or you enter at a very lower level of the market with lower margins and remain a peripheral player? But the bigger players, when you go for automation like Reliance, they will go to the best company in the field and not the smallest company in the field, or IKEA, I mean, to the best of my knowledge. So how do you see us overcoming this challenge?
So there are many players, right, in US, and the automation for warehouse is just beginning, right? The new kind of automation. So if you read McKinsey's report, it says the kind of automation was existing in the previous years has to completely change, or the infrastructure has to completely change in next 2 to 3 years. So that is what McKinsey report also says, right? So the kind of automation company were there, yes, those were big, and those were different kind of automation. Those are fixed automation, what ARAPL was doing, right? So ARAPL was primarily doing robotic automation, which was fixed to the ground, 230 volts. So we have quickly adopted and to the mobile robo with 48 volts, and which is not grounded to the ground. So the companies which are there, very big companies, they are still into those kind of market, and the market is changing very fast, right? So there are very new kind of players. If you see Gray Orange, if you see Adverb, if you see Geek or High Robotics, these are the new companies established in the last 3 to 4 years. And there are bigger companies which are established there for last 20 years, right? So the new companies coming up with the new technology are moving fast, and that is what we expect to do. And very soon we will tell you that why we are so confident. And as we have said, we are trying both, right? Both strategic as well as good quality investor, and we are quite confident that we are there, right? So we will achieve, and in 41 billion market in world, to achieve 400 billion is a very small amount, right? And so that is there, and we are very confident that we will achieve those numbers.
We have a couple of questions more. Is RACL going to be listed in Indian stock exchange, Indian stock market, or will RACL shareholders will be benefited?
So these two are a different question. RACL, definitely we have planned to list in NASDAQ, and of course RACL. So I am invested in RACL only, right? So if I am getting benefited, you will get benefited. I am not there personally anywhere else. So definitely RACL share holders will get benefited with whatever RACL getting listed anywhere. RACL shareholders will definitely be benefited.
Mr. Milen, the one side suggestion, please improve your website. It is terrible.
Yeah.
For a robotic company, I'm sorry to say, it has no relationship with future of technology.
Yes.
You want to scroll something, the look of it, the font size, the colors, I think it is very primitive. Please spend some money and improve the quality, and also data, availability of data.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. The next question: when will be this recordings available on website? We will upload this by today itself. We will upload these recordings and our PPTs by today itself on our website as well as on the stock exchange. The next question is: please provide some insights about D-Yantra investment.
Okay, so D-Yantra we had invested much 2 years back.
40 years.
So we had invested in 2 years back in conversational AI, and D-Yantra is doing well. D-Yantra has recently got some orders from US, and they have established office in US, and very soon they will be profitable.
The next question is, any plan to move on the main board? What is the revenue target after 5 years? Yes, we already answered, but again, we can.
We have definitely planned to move to main board in next 1 or 2 years maximum, and the revenue target for next 5 years for RACL is we will share it to you. Next year it is 200 CR. 5 years definitely we will share, and RAS also we will share next 5 years. Both we will share separate.
Then are there any products which are AI based? If not, then do plan them in the future.
We have AI in all the products, be it car parking, be it RAS, or welding robotic lines. Everywhere the AI is there. So different kind of AI is in each lines.
Yeah, that's it.
Meeting, sir, this is Rajesh here. This with respect to the, can you hear me, sir?
Yeah.
This was with respect to the last half-yearly result, and result came around 10 o'clock in the night, and it was like a disaster. Like nobody was expecting such a bad numbers, and there was no we could not assess why it went so bad. So my suggestion is then open and top bottom, and then only 2 p.m. there was an explanation from the company that the pending order book is 120 crore. So that then only we realized that okay, the business potential is intact. So between that night and
Your voice is not
thing. Or provide a note, a small note along with the result. So okay, how the business is progressing, and okay, if something went negative, what is the reason for that thing? Yeah, and also just an example I should. One small company, KSOLs, in the NSE SME segment, there was no after quarterly. But company proactive and interacting with the investors. That will set up a big sign for more investors to participate in it. Can we look forward to what?
Definitely we will do that. We have understood, and definitely we will do that.
Okay, thanks. Thanks. I'm very impressed with the process. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Next question: what are the products and services to be provided by RAS?
The next question is from Ram. What are the products and services to be provided by RAS? So I will ask Robin to answer this.
So RAS was primarily built as a is offering warehouse automation solution on a goods to person approach, wherein mobile robotics and robots are used to kind of bring in goods from various different areas in a warehouse to the person, basically solving two key problems associated with warehouse. One is reducing the manpower cost and increasing the manpower efficiency approximately 4-fold. Second is due to the inventory density that we are able to create, we are able to kind of store more number of cartons in per square feet area. Yeah, like around 1.3x or 1.4x. So these are the two things that we are targeting. Both the real estates are expensive and contribute around 30-35% of a warehouse cost. The human resources are expensive. They contribute another 35-40% of the warehouse cost. So these are the two areas where we are targeting and giving solutions to maximize and optimize.
Right. So the next question is, by when we will be getting listed on NASDAQ?
So the plan is 2026 or 27. So that is the plan for that. So the plan is 2026 or 27. So that's the tentative plan. So any plan to increase shareholding in ARAPL by promoters? As of now, there is no plan.
Next, any plan to move in IoT platform?
IoT platform is what?
Internet.
All our products are IoT, right? All our. So now the robots. So the robots, all the robots are on the IoT platform, right? So the robots which we are supplying to US are being controlled by from our Pune office. The car parking PLCs are controlled from our control office in Pune. We keep on monitoring the current, the heat from IoT devices sitting remotely. So the robots are always IoT based from beginning.
All products are IoT enabled.
No more questions are there.
Thank you guys. Thanks a lot for investing and showing faith in us. And we will keep on improving. We are a small company and we are trying to, scale up fast with all your support and keep faith in us. And we'll be very soon, scaling up at a very faster pace. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining in.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.